Hi, and welcome to Stronger Than the Scars. I am Christiana, and I am here this week to talk to you about a recovery tip that you can use a different coping mechanism instead of self-harming. And I'm going to try and make this kind of succinct so you don't have to be sitting here forever to watch it. But my first tip for you this week is write. Writing is huge and awesome. And it's been really important for me in my recovery. So it's kind of very basic, something everybody knows how to write pretty much. But I just wanted to give you a couple examples. You can, when you're writing, you don't need to write for anybody else to see. It's to get the things that are inside of you out. It's like, instead of, this might be a little graphic, so bear with me, try and hang in there. Instead of like hurting yourself and cutting and letting like blood out, it's like putting a pen to paper and writing there, like cutting that and letting words come out of it. It's like the same thing as making like clean skin marked with whatever you're feeling. You make the clean paper marked with whatever you're feeling. And that's been something that I've found really, really helpful and awesome. So even though it's pretty basic, I wanted to talk to you about some things that I have found that have been really helpful with how I write. I write a lot of, usually when I'm feeling like this, I write a lot of kind of run-ons where I just write and write and write and say everything I'm feeling. Or I'll write poems. Sometimes I've written poems about self-injury itself and how it makes me feel. Sometimes I just write short little brief paragraphs that just are like just little thoughts into themselves. Just write however you feel like writing. Don't write like for school where you feel like you have to keep critiquing it. You don't have to critique it. It's like how people self-harm on kind of hidden parts of their body because they don't want people to know. This is your journal, your thing. Like, nobody else needs to see this, so don't worry about that. This is my journal from my first years in college, and I have one now. I have one from in high school too. So that's just what I would tell you for that. Writing is huge, and if you need some inspiration for that, this is one book that I found particularly inspiring. It's called Purpose for the Pain. You can, it's a collection of Renee Yohe's journals. Renee is the girl who is the reason that To Write Love on Her Arms was started. She is an amazing human being. I got to meet her earlier this month. She is awesome. She's currently got her own band called Bearcat, so you should go listen to their music and check them out because they're awesome. But anyways, so that's her book. This is because it's just her journals. It has like just scribbles and just all of her thoughts and feelings. It was really inspiring to me because like the poetry that I write now, it does not rhyme. It's just kind of thoughts, and it's chunky and its own thing. And I really adapted that style, I think, from her book and reading her style of writing. So that's something. I think it's available. It might be available on the To Write Love on Her Arms website, like their store, or you can get it through her Bearcat merch store, I think, too. I think there's like maybe limited copies, and it's a little expensive now, I think. The price has gone up since it first came out, but it's really good, and I definitely recommend it, or see if you have a friend who has it, because it's good. So that could be inspiring to help you figure that out. Also, just because it tells her whole story of being so in addiction and self-harm and coming out, and so but my advice to you this week is to write and figure out if you like pen, pencil, blank paper, lined paper, college ruled paper, wide ruled paper. Like, just mess around, do whatever, as long as you can get what's inside out, because that's the whole point of it. And you can always reflect on it later, like kind of how people who have self-harmed will reflect on their scars, and it bears such a meaning for them. You can have that same experience, but on paper in a way that's not hurting yourself, and it's a lot healthier. So yeah, that's my recovery tip for you all this week, and I'll see you next week. I'll have another coping mechanism to share with you. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet, but we will talk about it then. So have a fantastic rest of your week. I hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving. I definitely did. I went to Michigan, hung out with some family, and celebrated 1 year clean of self-harm. So there is hope, and you can recover. It's not easy, and it takes time, but it's completely worth it, I promise you. So anyways, have a great rest of your day. I love you. Bye!